For more than 16 years, GLEN CARRITT has been providing fire and safety management in the heart of Canada's oil industry. With 3 shops and dozens of vehicles, the business owner would normally have 40 to 50 employees working at oil and gas sites around Western Canada. But these days, he's down to just 5 or 6 workers, while hundreds of thousands of dollars of leased equipment sits idle.
It's disheartening to have people sitting at home. They're phoning me on a regular basis to find out if we're going back to work, and the bills keep piling up. And you know, if we don't have all this equipment out working, it's costing a lot of money every day it sits.
Canada's oil industry has been reeling since late 2014, when crude prices halved from around $100 a barrel to less than $50. That drop led to bankruptcies and the loss of hundreds of thousands of jobs in oil and gas, a vital sector in Canada's economy. Now, with more than 3 billion people locked down in their homes because of the coronavirus, the demand for oil has evaporated. Prices for Western Canadian Select, Alberta's benchmark heavy oil, have plummeted to less than $5 a barrel over the past few weeks. If prices don't rise substantially, the impact on oil workers here could be devastating. OPEC's record cut in oil output has failed to prop up the price of crude, and most Canadian producers are now well below their break-even point.
We have called it a perfect storm, and in many cases, you know, the folks that I work with who have been through many different cycles in this industry, quite frankly, have never seen anything quite like this, and I don't think anyone will quite possibly ever see anything like this again.
Chad Miller was laid off a few weeks ago, and with just 30 out of 515 oil rigs in operation across the country, he knows he's not alone. Miller hopes his Facebook group OILFIELD Dads will help provide support for those worried about how they'll pay the rent or put food on the table.
It's nothing worse than hearing about somebody's family member, you know, turning to drugs or alcohol or even suicide, and it touches all of us because it's dear to our hearts that you know, could be any one of us.
Last week, the Canadian government announced a $1.7 billion aid package to try to save thousands of energy sector jobs. But with oil storage facilities already close to capacity and demand at historic lows, the worst may be yet to come. David Mercer, Al Jazeera, in central Alberta, Canada.